Who gets hotter than hot coffee?
Yeah, don't adjust your eyes, fellas. Pharaohs. It's Hugin cough. Yes, I'm in a frog suit. No, you cannot pull this off. Let's get it down.
Okay, let's go.
To the park, green fleece on my back. Velcro under the chin. Yeah, I'm carrying the track. Right, please slow. Tail wagging to the snare. All the alphas looking mad, but I really do not care. See a Doberman flexing, trying to guard his little click. I just hop over of him looking mighty sick. To a basic brown mutt. I'm a neon amphibian, stepping in the dog club, changing the meridian. Your bark is kind of loud, but your bite is just a joke. I don't even got to growl, I just hit him with the croak.
That's my voice.
Hop, neck weedy for Hugin. Green suit on while I'm proving. It's looking tragic, my swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches, it's honestly classic. Yeah, I said it, the fattest got to hear me, God. Leave your boys in the least, got them living large. Water bowl. Wink, got a pool in a bug, both offering a drink. Your boyfriends are sniffing each other's jump out of tree trunk. These bitches want a prince, well I'm the green prince of funk. Got a Frenchie on my left, got a husky on my right. I'm looking so fly, I'm looking out of sight. Through the dog park, turning it into a party. Y'all are chasing tennis balls, I'm chasing finer things like a reservation for two, fit for a frog king. It's looking tragic. My swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches. It's honestly classic. Yes, sir. The fattest Benson in me, y'all. Leave the horns on the leash. Got a living large. I want to mention Marcus, cause he's on this track. I'm flying, I'm floating like Shaq. I know for a fact I'm not on Epstein's list. I got my own feel with the bitches I kiss. I ain't got ticks, my DJ's beat matching. I ain't got fleas, that's my DJ that's scratching. I got mojo, I got swagger, I strut right past you, dog. You just a silly mutt. Bitches be thirsty, I'm a man's nightmare. The Dow is at 50, so I don't care.
I don't remember signing on to this. I was once inside Hugin until Dad gave him his hard-earned medicine.
Make way for Hugin. Green suit on, yeah, I'm wildin', I'm proving. Your boys looking tragic, my swagger is magic. I'm taking your bitches, it's honestly classic. Yeah, sudden, if I don't do limit line, me the boy, you're the least, let him live in line. Yeah. Shout out to Dad in the Pharaoh chat. Ernie, Birdie, Mitty, Claudia, Tim, Darlene.
I just want to pop in real quick and say, Viva la Spurs. Viva la Spurs. Go Spurs, go. We did it. We did it. We did the thing. We won the thing. We won the basketball game. This is fantastic news because I like basketball now. And if you like basketball now, you should be thrilled. Unless you're Megan and Megan, in which case you're probably pissed because she was rooting for Oklahoma. And Megan, I just want to remind you, if you're out there watching right now, I just want to remind, I know it sucks. They're your team. Oklahoma's your team. You love the flop and all that stuff. That's fine. But I just want to remind you, if you're upset that Oklahoma lost, just tell yourself this.
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000.
Okay. So the Dow, the Dow. Okay. Because the Spurs, here's the thing. The Spurs, there's nothing we can do. It was divine. Okay. It was divinity from the alien gods because Wemby is an alien. And so now I believe in aliens because I seen it. And it was real. And this is what the Spurs said to OKC tonight.
I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hear you, my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. That's right.
Are you finished or are you done? That's what the Spurs said. Okay. And they had to say it. Let's go Spurs. Let's go Spurs, Jack Smith.
Everyone into this song. We Mara, Tish, Toms, Steven, Satan, damn it, Kevin, you wrong. Ladies, you don't gotta get all bent. Hoop is more fresh than 50 Cent. You might not think he's cool, you might not think he's nifty, but Hoogan don't count. Cause John Jones at 50, we out.
He said it. We out. Bow your head.
Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your...
Bow your head in prayer. Bow your head in prayer. Bow your head in prayer. Bow it. Bow now, brown cow. It is time for the Dow and also for the prayer. Okay? And I'd like to toss into this prayer. Remember, PETA gave us that lovely prayer the last time? This is the prayer this time. And I want to toss in there, go Spurs, go. Beat the Knicks. Beat the Knicks. That's all we need. We just need you to beat the Knicks. There was honking. There was so much honking. Unfortunately, one kid died honking, so they took it a bit far this year, and that was yesterday. Someone tumbled out of the top of a car honking. So throw in the prayer, bless their family. Oh, my God. And the Spurs were stressing tonight. Be careful out there. I apologize also if I itch my face. I am covered in hives right now. We have all the filters on tonight. It is a night. It is a night. So we're going to pray that all of our hives go away. Okay? And I don't know what's doing it, but it's not the Spurs. Okay? Doing their part with population control. Okay. All right, Ernie. Well, okay. Let's finish okay.
Blessings, you said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords, and most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the RO7 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing and Goodyear tires that bring performance power. Lisa, my two children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the little E's. Lord, I pray you bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, boogity, boogity. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And look, Darlene is here. Everybody's here. Hello, everybody. Hello, nice to see you. Hello, nice to see you. It's been a minute since we've gathered to talk about basketball. It's been, a day? And I have to say, very proud of the Spurs. Did anybody here watch the game? Did anybody here watch the game and enjoy it? What did you think of it? How fun was it? Did you have a blast? Did you do your 6-7s? I saw someone in the chat talking about that. Okay. I know Elder Heed was probably very happy. I know that Darlene was out saving lives, so she probably missed the game. She's always saving lives. Okay. I listened to you at work the other night. I laughed my ass off. Excellent. I'm glad. What was I upset about? I'm assuming I was upset. You kids love it when I'm upset. I've been watching a lot of dads getting angry on TikTok. And it's very funny. I noticed there's a pattern between dads and grandmas. They both do the same thing where they're like, you love to see me in pain. You kids will only be happy when I'm in the ground. They say shit like that over the smallest things. Rebounds abounded. Defensive rebounds made the game. It really did. And boy, the 3-pointers. My neighbor Raymond said, oh my God, I haven't watched basketball since the 90s. When did they start doing all these threes? I said, I don't know. But I watched it a little in the 90s. Not a lot. but I recently watched a bunch of 90s stuff and 70s and 80s, and Larry Bird hit a lot of threes. He hit a lot of threes. I mean, Magic Johnson did too. Shit. They were really into threes. What about Kurt Rambis and Rambis Youth? How many threes did Rambis hit? I want to give you an update. I told Raymond about your donations. I showed them to him. He was so thrilled. He was also, I think, a little turned because he had just watched a game. He was losing it. He was so happy. He said he will take me with him to deliver them so that I can maybe film some of it. And I didn't even offer that because I don't want to exploit that shit. But he was like, no, you have to. And I was like, okay. He said, you got to come. You got to film some of it. I was like, I feel bad doing that because the elderly, I feel like they can't consent, you know? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to film Raymond and me putting them together, or maybe him taking the gift bags. Something like that. But he's very thrilled. And we're going shopping some more. I did some online. I ordered some stuff. I told him all of your ideas. He loved it. He's 100% on board with the grabbers. He's into it. He's thrilled. He thinks the grippy socks were great ideas. He thinks the denture meds, or not meds, the denture cream will be fine. And yeah. And I told him to do I think I told you guys this. I told him to do the Amazon thing. He said that they don't have that. He's not sure if they can, but he's going to inquire if he's allowed to. So if he is, they're going to set that up. Okay. So this is exciting. This is exciting stuff. Good times. Okay. Now it's been a while since we watched this, but Steven brought this up last night. And then I had a dream about it, which was weird. And in the dream, I was standing in the middle and I bent down and picked up the gloves. And it just kept happening over and over and over. And I don't know what it meant. And you know I hate talking about dreams on this channel. Fuck our dreams. We don't need to talk about our dreams, but it was weird. Oops, that's the wrong thing. It was weird because I did have a dream of this over and over. But again, I was
drive
in the middle.
The fuck up there or you're gonna get booted the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, fine.
Enough.
No,
you're not a tough guy. Hurry up. I'll fucking promise you that. Hurry up.
He's pretty tough.
Not that fucking
No, he's
tough.
not.
Not that fucking
He's not.
tough.
He's not
No,
tough.
he's pretty tough.
He's not
that
tough.
fucking tough.
You're not tough.
Hey,
You're not tough.
Let's get going.
Get going.
Or you can play behind us all and you can take all the fucking time you want.
It's
This is
golf.
fucking
You're not
embarrassing.
tough.
This is golf.
This is not
Yeah,
golf.
it's not.
You can stand there
golf,
15
man.
fucking minutes.
You
That's
can't
not
even.
golf.
You guys can't even stand
Stand
and tee your ball up, man.
Yeah, no, he's teeing up, man. That's fine.
He's not teeing it up. He's standing
Do
there.
we need to get
Fucking moron.
the police out here?
No, we don't need police. We're not.
Okay, then let's get going here.
Let's go. Pick your shit up and get going. This is not fun.
Yeah, we don't.
We're what? I'm gonna throw him in this fucking lake. Is what's gonna happen. No, fuck you both. This is fucking bullshit. They've been sitting there for fucking 23 minutes.
Cry about it. Fucking cry about it.
I'm going to.
Fucking cry
I'm
about
gonna
it.
fucking
You
cry about
fucking
it.
pussy.
I'm a pussy.
Like, fucking cry about it.
Buddy, you're gonna get fucking shit to.
I don't give a fuck.
Like badly.
Good. Let's
Fucking
fucking
badly.
go, man.
Buddy, you don't want to go me. You don't
Nope,
wanna go.
I'm not filming this. I'm not stopping. No,
I don't know what
you guys need to get off the golf course.
Let's fucking go.
No, now. Like,
I don't know
pack
what
up, go now.
Don't know
Get in the car and go.
I don't know what you're doing. You're not scaring anybody. You're just making
I don't.
yourself.
Hey, man. Come on, man.
Hey, hey,
Off to a good start, buddy. I fucking told you!
Man, leave him alone.
you want another?
He
You
just
want one
fucking
too?
came at
Leave him
me!
alone, man.
I got it all on record.
It's around the golf.
I got it all on record.
Around the golf.
Bang!
Hey.
You wanna fucking go, guy?
Leave him alone. Hey, leave him alone, man.
I wouldn't be going back, you fucking moron.
Hey,
Bang!
come on, man.
Bang!
No, I'm not trying to get in there. Like, just like, fuck me.
Enough! Are you still cheering on you? Enough! Get out!
Hey.
Enough! Hey, get him the fuck out of here!
No, it's not gonna go well.
It's not okay.
Take him home or get
I
him
asked
fucking
you
out of
to
here.
fucking get moving! I said stop looking like an idiot!
Get out of here.
Fucking
Darlene, me and you both got hives? Oh, God. Skin came off with tape. Oh, hun. Oh my gosh. But the Dow, Darlene, it's at 50. 50, Darlene. We have to put on filters and deal with it. We got to truck through the pain of our skin sloughing off. Because the Dow, Darlene. I hope you feel better. You were out honking, you're grounded. Groundito, okay? Grounded. Yeah, I'm also allergic to tape. It's horrible. It's really horrible. It's very painful because you put it on to cure a wound and then you have the tape-shaped wound around the wound. You're controlling yourself? asthma issues? Uh-oh. Darlene, we have to get you some sort of medicine. Does pen help? Can I get you more pens? They do get emotional at golf. It is an emotional game. The Spurs one, Darlene, I don't know if that helps. It doesn't help me at all. I still fucking itch. Damn it, Darlene. What can we do? What can we do? Can we apply kittens? Fresh kittens? Pemphigus sisters. Okay. I don't know what that means. But okay. This is what they did to the Tower of the Americas tonight, which is San Antonio's Space Needle, basically. It's a Landry's restaurant revolving at the top. Honking. Go Spurs, go. Shout outs to Nike. Damn. Probably AI. Probably not. San Antonio does go extra. We do go heavy. Fucking A. Fucking A. I love it. I love every bit of it. So that's what's been going on in San Antonio in Texas, is everybody is thrilled because the Western Conference champions are the Spurs. Okay. Okay. And if you want to see something cool, I'll show you something cool. Carter Bryant from the Spurs, he comes from the deaf community. His whole family teaches at deaf schools, and he is very well versed in sign language. He's a sweet boy. He's very emotional. He's been known to cry, get watered up when he can't pull off what he needs to for his coach, for his team. And he's a rookie, and he's been killing it, and everyone loves him. He's so funny. He's so sweet. He's leading charge of the deaf community being given more access to things like basketball, my favorite sport. I love it when they dribble up and down the court. And so Wemby, who's been on the team about 3 years, saw Carter go in there, and he busted his ass, dude. He did so good. Carter did so good in a finals game 7. Like, holy shit. And this is Wemby telling Carter he's proud of him. Let me put the sound on. I don't think there is sound. Watch Wemby right here. And Carter's down here sitting. Ready? He nudges him. He says, "Hey, proud of you. I am proud of you." Oh my God. I'm going to cry. I'm going to fucking cry. I need something to not make me cry, okay? I think the best thing right now is this.
You make me so angry. You know, all you do, you keep smoking weed. Well, you know what? Sit in jail and pay the price. That's all I can say.
Okay? Sit in jail and pay the price. And you know what's also cool? Is that Shaq apparently went after one of the last games and chewed out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's ass for flopping. They got in a bit of a tiff in the tunnel. You think SGA was strung out on weed? I think so too. And they got into it. And Shaq told his ass off. He was like, "You're better than that. You don't need to be playing basketball like shit." And then SGA turned around and said some very disrespectful shit to Shaq. And you know what Shaq did? Pretty cool, huh? And then the Spurs won. Shaq is above all that nonsense, quite literally. Hello, Derek. Nice to see you. Derek does our intro song. If you like it, go to his channel at Derek Carney on YouTube. Also, I've been meaning to tell you guys about this. Remember I told you Roxanne Paltoff has a new website? Well, July 4th is the anniversary of her being missing. Okay. It's been about 20 years, I think, now. So there's been a renewed push. And Rosa, Roxanne's sister, and Ruby have been going on the news here locally talking about the case. Very proud of them. They're very outspoken girls, and they're still, all these years later, advocating for their missing sister, as they should. But it's draining on these families, you know? And they're still here. They're still looking for her. And I'm going to still look for her with them. And I'm just so proud of them. And they've been going all over the news locally talking about it any way they can. And I just love the tenacity. They're very inspiring. And I do feel like a change is coming. I do feel like something's going to happen soon. It has to. So I'm going to show you a news report on that real quick. Check this out.
It's been 20 years, and we've been searching for her every single day.
Roxanne Paltoff was just 18 years old when she was last seen at a budget inn near Runberg Lane and I-35 in July of 2006. Her boyfriend told police that she got into an argument and she stormed off with her belongings.
Roxanne would never go without talking to us, run away. She had no reason to. She had 2 jobs. She was applying for colleges. She was 18 years old. It was 4th of July weekend. She had so many for her to disappear.
She was never seen or heard from again. For the last 2 decades, her family has kept her memory alive while continuing to search for answers.
We would go to Runberg and 35 and put up flyers and hand out flyers. We've had shirts made for her. We've been on different documentaries about Roxanne. There's numerous amount of podcasts about her.
Roxanne's sister, Rosalind Schultz, remembers her as a fun-loving big sister who brought their family together. She says the impact of her disappearance.
And Rosa is the one that is going to be coming on here soon to talk to you guys about this case. And we're going to do a deep dive on Roxanne's case before she comes on. But look at how much they look alike. Oh my gosh.
Appearances still felt every day.
Roxanne was the glue to our family. And so without her, we've struggled a lot. So we just miss her, and we want to find her, and we would like to have a place for her so we can go visit her. If we ever do find her body, we want like a final resting place so we can mourn and finally have some closure about what happened to Roxanne.
Schultz says Austin police and the FBI conducted a search in South Austin last year, but it did not yield any results. As the 20th anniversary approaches, the family is now working to put up a billboard in Austin in hopes of bringing more attention to the case. Despite the years that have passed, Schultz says they remain in contact with investigators and haven't given up hope.
I know a lot of people in Austin follow the case. It's been one of those unsolved mysteries. So I'm looking forward to have Roxanne's face on the billboard, so kind of remind everybody that she's not forgotten and that someone knows something, and now is the time to say it.
And I must add, they didn't talk about it in this interview specifically, but Jeffrey Moore is still out there. Jeffrey Brandon Moore. And he's the man who had her ID and who was also found trying to kill a woman a week later, strangling her in a motel. And he was also found with a fucking machete driving right by that hotel, stopped by officers, busted for prostitution. And then, of course, they dismiss his charges because he's deaf. They say they can't communicate with him, which was crazy. They put off interviewing him for over a decade, lied and said they did, gave Roxanne's ID back to the guy. So that guy and her boyfriend, Lewis, in my opinion, Lewis Reginald Walls, who is currently in prison for one of over 40 charges he has on his record. I believe that those two know more than they're saying. And I think that the search warrants we got on the phone records in 2019 will agree to that. I think they support that. Because in 2006, there was a thing called roaming. And you could tell when a phone was not where it was supposed to be. Or where it had previously been, I should say. Mahjong to you, Tiff. Mahjong to you. So yeah, that happened. And I'm very excited for the family to get more exposure on this case. And I can't wait to hear from them some more. So I got to be real with you guys. I just wanted to kind of gather with you a little bit. Say go Spurs go. And give you some updates, let you know that Raymond is thrilled about the bags, and that we will be delivering them together for the Meals on Wheels. We're assembling them as we speak. Thank you very much. We have a troll in the chat. We're going to go ahead and ban them and delete all their comments. And in case you were wondering, the Salesian sisters were out again. The nuns. Doing the Lord's work for the Spurs. Okay? So let's take a look at that real quick. Let's take a look at that. What was going on there? It says the Salesian sisters are at it again. Here we go. No, the Salesian sisters of St. John Bosco, Tiff Knox. And this is their Wemby. Sister Mary Halfcourt. Sister Mary Margaret Duncombe's. They're basketball playing nuns that love basketball. And they bless Luke Cornett and the other Spurs and Dylan Harper. And then they did good. Just kitten. You got a kitten? Hello, SDK. Yeah, these are the Salesian sisters of St. Mary John Bosco. They're a big deal here. They're not even the donkey basketball nuns. They're just the nuns. They just love basketball. St. John Bosco, San Antonio. Viva la 210.
Spurs are back, baby! Back in the final!
Baby! Woo! Go Spurs, go! Look at them. Look how happy the nuns are. Christ is real, y'all. Christ is real. Yes, 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 yes. Nuns, nuns, nuns. Yes, St. John Bosco. God bless them. No, I went ahead and I deleted them. I got them out of here. What's good, ballers? I like that they love to ball too. It kind of reminds me of Sister Act, but instead of choir, it's basketball. Let's see their excitement again.
Spurs are back, baby! Back in the finals!
Hello, Turd. We got Turd in the chat, everyone. Tiff Knox and Turd and SDK. Everybody's in here. Everybody's in here. Ernie, Derek, Jake Smith, everybody's here. Equidisco Tits. Darlene. She could be out saving lives, but she's here celebrating with us and the nuns from St. John Bosco. It is exactly what a troll would say. Melissa, kick yourself out. Hello. Hello, my child. Even the priest is happy. Everybody's happy. The Spurs make everyone happy. How wonderful. What a wonderful thing. We're very lucky. We're very lucky to have the Spurs in our lives. And I, for one, am proud. I'm proud of the Spurs. I think they did a good job, and I think they will continue to ball. Mod me and I will ban myself. I don't know if I should moderate anyone. I feel like I should hire the Salesian sisters. I'm really worried that you guys would self-harm by modding out yourself, by banning yourselves, what you just said you'd do. I fear that you would take that quite literally and actually do it. Do you guys want to do some call-ins? I always say we'll do them and we don't do them. Maybe we should do them. Also, the corgi was right the whole time. Do you guys know that a corgi predicted all of this? I think I talked about it on the first day. Like, so far, the corgi's been right from day one. But that was day one. That was a long time ago. Corgi predicted all the games perfectly. If you don't have a gambling app for the dark web, now's the time, because this corgi knows what's up. This is a dark web corgi. And the dark webbery on this corgi is unbelievable. It knows things. I don't know how, but it does. Watch this shit. See what it did there? It told Dad all the correct things to gamble on. I'm just kidding. I got rid of that app a long time ago. It's poison. It's the devil. I remember Mike Hunt. I remember him. How dare you? I'm proud of the Carolina Hurricanes going to the Stanley Cup. First time again in 20 years. Oh my God. I'm proud for you. Isn't it the Knicks' first time in like 27 years or 23 or 29? Like, it's the Knicks' first time going to the finals too in a long time. And the Spurs in like, I guess, a decade? Something like that. Damn. You know what? I'm proud of them too. I don't even know anything about Hawkums, but I tried watching it. They're very brutal. There was one guy that got beat up so bad, I think he died or he almost died. It was crazy. His head hit a metal thing. We talked about it once, but I didn't know his name back then either. Hello, Erica. Nice to see you. Hi, Horse. Hi, Pat Sanford, FBI. Hello, nice to see you. The bird is here. Everybody's here. That corgi predicted everything. The corgi knows things. Do you trust the Korg? Should we do Collins? Hello, Reggie Ray. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm here. What have we been talking about? Spurs, the honking? Honking is back. Everyone's honking. Everyone's honking. The Spurs got the nuns to do the thing. Okay. Me and Darlene have hives, but we're working through it because of the Dow. Also, we've got bags for the elders coming soon, which I will be delivering with my neighbor Raymond. Also, James Talarico just put out a tweet that says, "Go Spurs, go." Oh, and it turns out the Nike thing was real. They really did that. So the alien above the Tower of the Americas in San Antonio is real. That really happened. That is so cool. Let's take a look at it for those of you who missed it one more time, because this is sick. I was like, this actually could be real. Turns out it is. San Antonio did this. The nuns raised a ton of money, apparently. And you saw them. They were fucking partying. The Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco are out of control. So the nuns raised money to help them. Okay. You guys raised money to help the elders. Okay. From the Meals on Wheels VA program that my neighbor Raymond is currently working on and putting together. And he's thrilled about. Okay. And the Spurs won the finals for the Western Conference. This is a good week. I mean, damn. Shit is getting done. And then this is what San Antonio did. This is what San Antonio did. Oh my God. And people who are driving by are taking pictures of it. Because they're like, oh, that's so cool. Because they say, oh, that's so cool. Look at that. And it is cool. And they have another one. This is a still picture of it. Let's see. Let me put it back up. This is a still picture of it. Women yama, mushroom. Yeah, I was listening to NPR and they said that we're having a blue moon and a tiny moon. It's called like a micro moon. They said the moon is blue and it's micro. And I said, are you talking about balls? Yes, but in the sky, and it's just one. So the moon has blue balls and it's a micro moon. And fuck that. Fuck the moon. I'm so mad at the moon. Yes, they admit it. Yes, a micro moon. The moon is a peen. Hello, Tafe. Oh, shit. I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. That guy sounded like Bill Clinton. I'm not a cat. Did you hear Hugin snore? He went. He's so loud. Yeah. And gives us all our periods. And it makes the Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco go fucking crazy. Do you see them taking their tops off? Just kidding. They didn't do that. This is how I celebrated tonight. If you want to know how I celebrated, this is what I... Okay. So that's what I did. I went ahead and opened up Google Voice. If anybody does want to call in, you can call in. It says I'm open to receiving calls. I did get suspected spam from one of you's kids. That was not spam. And then I got one saying, hey, OB, my internet is off. That's really old. And I think it's Derek. Yeah, Colin Alberts. Call in with all your questions. I'm your Lady Fraser. I'm Fraser Crane. And I am here to give you purpose. What do you need? What do you need to be talked through? Is it Metis? God, that show is so fucking good. It's fine if your questions are inappropriate. We can talk about anything, too. If you want to talk about a case, we can talk about a case. If you want to talk about the Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco, we can talk about them. If you want to talk about Rambus Youth, I'm fine with that. Blue Origin blew up a rocket this week. Was it sponsored by Blue Chew? And are the people okay? Were there people in the rocket or was it just a rocket? Does a rocket imply no people? Does a ship imply people and a rocket means no people? Here you go. If you want to call in, you can call in. If somebody's on the line, though, don't be a dick and call in when they're on the line. Because then it'll be like beep, beep, beep when they're talking the whole time. Okay? And I want to remind you that Oklahoma lost, and I apologize to Megan of Megan and Megan, but I have hired an attorney in case you try to come at me.
Your Honor, defer. Miss Janice.
Judge Athens.
Your Honor, this is so unfair. Your Honor, I think I want to appeal. Your Honor, Your Honor, stop. This is propaganda. Your Honor, this is fake. Don't believe what they say.
Okay. So, Your Honor, it's fake. Don't believe what they say. Also, do you guys remember David from the Real World who sang that weird song? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I don't want to get copyright struck, but it was the guy from New Orleans and he sang a song on public access. I want to play it so bad on here and it's so copyright, like it's like you can't, and there's got to be a way. Also, I found a really good oil painting of an Uncrustable online. This has nothing to do with crime, but I think you should see it. I was looking for the David song that I had saved, but then this popped up and it's like, well, now I got to show them. Look at that Uncrustable painting. Isn't that beautiful? Fucking gorgeous. I'll give that a like. Okay. So there's that. Also, don't forget to do your morning routine.
Hello, folks, Snuck here. A lot of you have been asking me about my morning routine, so here it is. It's my new teeth. Snort-worthy smile, if you ask me. So I like to start my morning by waking up at 2 in the afternoon, get a quick lift, lick, and lurk in before I go off and spend the next several hours in the woods. And this time is mainly for my free-form lurks. I just lurk like no one's watching. Then I head into town to do some casual creeping. I mean, I'm freaking everyone out because I'm getting in my squirms. But you gotta squirm to stay firm. I forget what I'm doing for the next 3 days and get an office job that I absolutely hate. Spend most of my time hiding in the storage closet, but all my coworkers know I'm in there. The next 26 hours I'm purposefully unconscious, come to so I can try on some tuxes because I'm getting married. Love to Ragnora. I'll practice my funeral for 30 minutes, at which point I gotta pretend to listen to someone tell me about a dream they have, but I'm really just thinking about what I'm gonna say. Then, and this is important, I'll just wait, eerily, for hours. What am I waiting for? A big heap of nothing. I wait to wait. I'll spend 2 minutes trying to create fire with my mind, giving me just enough time for a last lurk before the day begins. That's the Bobo way.
You know what's crazy? I went to the elbow room just now, like we used to go to like creep, and it says it's copyright. Oh, hold on, we have a call. Hold on real quick. Let me allow this time. Hold on real quick. Let me put you in, but I have to put the banner up. I have to put a banner so that no one can see you and your phone number. Otherwise, they will call you and they will bother you. They'll call you at night. Okay, let's see. We'll do the big fucking bird banner. Okay. And sorry, I have to set this up once there's a call. Okay. And then I'm going to add to stage, but then I'm going to move you. And then I'm going to take this banner down. And so now it's just me. Okay. Let's see. People, what will you say something? And then let's see if they can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Can
Who
you
is
hear
calling?
me?
I already know. Is this Ernie?
No, this is a man.
This is a man? Bullshit. This is Ernie. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Can you guys hear Ernie? They're going to tell me in a second. Can you see the chat and stuff? They hear you. They hear you.
I can see the chat.
Okay, cool. They said elbow room is
Hi,
so hard.
everybody.
Oh. Hello, Ernie. What do you want to talk about? And also, should we go to Raccoon Saloon, you think?
That we have not been to in a really long time. That would be a fantastic idea.
It looks like they're...
And then, I don't know much about basketball, but I want to hear
Well,
about
I know
the
that it's the
moon.
micro moon. in that it's considered a blue moon, even though it's not really blue. That's all I know. Oh my gosh, this is a raccoon attack the raccoon. We don't want that. A pond.
Here, I'll go in and put you on mute
Hold on.
so I can see the
Yo,
raccoons because I can't see anything yet.
Raccoon Saloon got a pond underwater camera.
There we go.
So we can look in a pond in the Raccoon Saloon. This is amazing. Okay, we can look inside a fish pond in the Raccoon Saloon. It's pretty nasty. Yeah, it's pretty gross. And it's actually very cloudy. There's not much there. I'm gonna have to find something else. We'll put the Raccoon Saloon on in a minute. I'm trying to find if all the raccoons are not in it. Damn.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well, they're nocturnal, so they should be out now.
Yeah, they should be. What's the deal? In the woodshed? They're not in the woodshed.
Well, okay, so there's a bunch of different, yeah, you know where they go, where the couches are. And
there's a basement now, too.
The food.
Yeah, there's a basement. And it looks like they're still asleep, these lazy fat fucks. Yeah, they're...
What was the white one's name? Winter, right?
No, Nancy Grace. You mean its real last name?
Nancy.
I don't know its real last name, but we call it Nancy Grace. Yeah, they're not anywhere. They're not. Damn. All the rooms in the Raccoon Saloon are well lit, but there's no raccoons. I don't know what that means. Well, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I don't know much about basketball, but you can tell me all about it if you'd like.
Oh my God.
The squeaky shoes. Who had the squeakiest shoes?
It's echoey, they said? What's echoey? Oh no. I don't know why it's echoey.
I can hear you. I can hear you, but I don't know if I'm echoey.
Who's echoey? In the chat, who's echoey? What's a Lilith moon?
Well,
like the fair? Hello, Judy. Hello, Judy Basteri. Nice to see you. Yeah, I don't know. Is it echoey? Can you hear it? I know you can't see the raccoons because they're not even there. Even if I showed you, you wouldn't see them. Oh, Ernie, you're the one saying it's all echoey. Damn it, Ern.
Yeah, because I can hear you. I can hear you, but then when I talk, I can hear myself a little bit.
Oh, do you have the you have to
But
turn...
I also know that there's a...
Yeah, you got to turn the YouTube...
There's also like a 30-second delay.
Oh, no. That would be crazy if it was actually 30 seconds. It would just be a lot of silence.
So sometimes.
Okay, I'm looking at all the different cams for Saloon.
I'm good with silence.
Yeah, okay. So no echo for them.
Awkward. The more awkward, the better.
We're gonna have to truck through it on. So what do you want to talk about?
Okay.
About basketball?
Well, you can tell me about basketball, but really, I don't know.
Do you want me to tell you a cool basketball story that I made? Like, do you want?
Yeah, go for it, because my kid wants to do basketball, and
okay,
I did basketball when I was younger, but for some reason, as I got older, I just stopped.
Okay,
you know,
let me make sure I'm not rolling over the Hugin.
But my kid wants to get into it, and so I would like to.
Okay, so
I would like to appreciate it again. Let's put it that way.
Okay, the best way that I can get you to appreciate basketball is to tell you a story about a man named Larry Bird and a man named Magic Johnson. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Larry Bird grew up in this tiny little shit town. I can't even remember what it's called. It's like Salt Fuck, Tennessee. No, it's somewhere in like Indiana. Hold on. It was like Mint Shit, Iowa or something. Where did Larry Bird grow up? I can never remember the name. Let me find the name.
Indiana. I know
French
that.
Lick. Yes, French Lick, Indiana. So French Lick, this little town he's from, right? It was shit. It was like the poorest school there. You know, they didn't have any accolades. They were never good at basketball. They never won anything. They were a very tiny school and didn't have any funding or anything. Very, very working class, poor. Okay. And Larry Bird's dad had like depression and a drinking problem. And his mom and dad divorced when he was like younger, kind of going into his teens. And then when he starts getting a little bit older, his mom and his family, they're really poor. And Larry's working like 2 or 3 jobs, going to high school, like trying to help the family. And his mom tells his dad, like, yo, you need to like pay some child support, you know? I have to take you to court for this because we can't survive. Like, we're literally starving. And his dad's like, okay, well, I can't get any work, so I'm going to kill myself. So he calls one day and tells his mom that he's like, you guys would be better off without me, and does it. And then Larry is just fucking depressed out of his mind. So he starts working these local jobs, but he's fucking incredible at basketball. Like, he's so fucking good at basketball that he takes this tiny school in this tiny town, and he's got all this tragedy around him, all this pressure on his shoulders, and he takes it to the top. Like, they end up going to these finals. It's like amazing. Like, all the scouts are like, what the fuck is going on here? This kid from French Lick fucking rules, you know? And he could
Like a
basically
movie.
go anywhere he wanted, you know? But he's like, no, I gotta like take care of my family and shit. But he was like a first recruit. They were like, we want to draft this kid. Like, we want this kid in basketball. So he ends up going to this like really good school, but there was like a gap between when he graduated and then ends up going back. And by then he's got like a mustache, and it was only so he could play, because he was like, I have no other choice. Like, my family's dirt poor. I need to do something. I need to play basketball. And he had been injured, and he thought that all of his shit was over. And he ends up going to this school and doing really great. I think it was the University of Indiana, if I remember correctly. And then he has to play Michigan. And it's like his final year, it's his senior year. And he's like trying to get to the top. And he is the best player. He's on the front of every magazine. Everybody's like, this kid, Larry Bird, this college kid is amazing. Again, he has a mustache. He's already worked a million jobs. His dad is dead. He's supporting his whole family. He's from a small, shitty town. And he was literally working like, I think he worked, was it like a milkman or a mail route, something like that? Worked at a mill. Like, he did all this like hard labor. He like literally got up at 4 a.m. with a tractor to like go out and do work. Like, this guy was like a hard worker, just supporting his family real quiet. And now he's in this.
People don't do that shit anymore either.
Fuck no. People are fucking lazy. They cry if they're out of vape juice. So this dude is like trying his best, right? So it's his senior year. It's his final year. They're finally in the finals. Okay. He's in college, and he's going against a team in Michigan. Okay. And they have a kid who kind of has not a similar backstory in that, like, his dad didn't kill himself and stuff, but like, he's a kid who grew up in Detroit. His dad is a garbage man. Okay. His family's poor, but they're trying to make it. They're trying their best. And he's black, and his name is Magic Johnson. So he's going to University of Michigan. So he's a poor kid coming up from a shit neighborhood. His dad, you know, works 24 fucking hours a day as a garbage man. He is not the richest kid ever. Okay. And then we've got fucking traumatized fucking Larry Bird, who's also dirt fucking poor, and he's white. Right. And this is a time when racism was a huge thing in basketball. People would say, like, basketball is a black man's game. And because of that, they weren't putting it on all the big stations. It was not being watched a lot on TV. But this game was so fucking good that it kind of like made racism take a back seat, because everybody wanted to see this game. Like, that's how hyped these two kids were in college. People cared about basketball again, and they didn't care about the NBA.
Yeah.
They cared about college basketball. That's how good they were. And the whole thing is, Larry is this white guy who does not smile, who is gritty, poor, kind of angry, has a chip on his shoulder, has a mustache, fucking pretty bad acne, you know, but he cannot stop shooting 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, just constantly making 3-pointers. Magic Johnson comes from a tough background, comes from a poor area, Detroit. Dad's a garbage man, fucking busted his ass to get here, but he is always smiling. He's in the best mood, and he wants nothing more than to be besties with Larry Bird. So
Aw.
they have to play each other, and he tries to say hi to Larry Bird, and Larry Bird's like, get out of here, kid. They end up in the finals. Larry Bird ends up losing. Like, they lose by like a point, and like Magic Johnson makes like, basically Magic made the throw, buzzer beater. Everybody swarms the court, and Larry's just like, oh my God, this was my only chance to pull my family out of poverty. And recently, in a documentary about him and Magic's friendship, spoiler alert, they end up becoming friends. He said straight up, he's like, I'm still pissed about that game. Like, it's been 50
Aw.
years, and he's still fucking pissed about that game. But it stuck with him. And that year, even though he lost, Larry ends up getting Rookie of the Year, and Magic Johnson ends up getting a fucking deal with the Lakers. Larry ends up going to the Boston Celtics. So they become rivals for like the next fucking 15 years or some shit. And they end up having to replay against each other and over, and Larry's winning. Like, Larry wins almost every fucking time. And it's crazy because Magic keeps trying to be his friend. And then one day, Converse, well, first Nike approaches Magic, and Magic turns it down. He's like, nah. He's like, I don't, they're like, this is going to be called the Air Magic. We're going to make you a shoe. And he's like, no one's going to fall. No one.
So who turned down Converse?
Well, no, they turned down Nike first. It was Magic Johnson. Nike was a new company. They hadn't started anything big yet. And they approached him, and they're like, we got this idea. It's going to be called the Air Magic. It's going to have your face on it. It's going to have this check mark. It was the Air Jordan, spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
Magic looks at it, and he's like, that's pretty dope. But his girlfriend at the time's dad was like his lawyer, and was like, nah, you should go with Converse because they got Larry Bird, and we'll get them to pay you more than Larry Bird. And he was so like competitive with Bird. He was like, sure. So he takes the Converse deal. Magic ends up passing on the Nike deal that eventually went to Michael Jordan. So the Air Jordan, he passed, and to this day, Magic says that's the one business decision. He's like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. He would have been a billionaire. So he ends up going to Converse, and they say,
imagine?
Yeah, can you? And they tell him, they're like, hey,
yeah,
you're going to do
a whole life or a whole style would be just completely different.
Dude, yes. And like, think about how people look at Michael Jordan. Is that how they would look at Magic? Did the shoe make the man? I don't know. It's a great question though. But
well,
regardless, Larry Bird ends up taking a deal with Converse at the same time he does. So now Larry Bird, and hello, Wendy. Hello to everybody who's new. Hello, Tiff. We're going on about the story of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird's friendship. So they're still rivals. They still hate each other. Magic hates that Larry got Rookie of the Year. Larry hates that Magic won the big game in college. And then they both hate that every time they go to the finals against each other, or they're supposed to go to the finals against each other, one of the teams slips up and they end up not being able to face off in Eastern versus Western Conference, right? So even though they played each other a bunch and there's kind of this rivalry, even though Magic wants a friendship, they've never had the big game together. Eventually they would. And every single time that happens, it ends up Larry keeps winning, and it's fucking crazy. But before that, they have this deal with Converse, and Larry Bird is like, I'm not going to LA to shoot a Converse commercial with anybody. You're going to have to come to me. And Converse says, well, you're going to shoot the commercial with Magic Johnson, who's in California. And he's like, I'm not going to California. And then they're like, well, where are we going to shoot this at? And then Larry Bird's like, you're coming to French Lick and we'll shoot it in my backyard. And so they take Magic Johnson. They're like, do you want to go to French Lick to shoot this commercial with Larry? And he's like, yeah, okay, fuck it. Shows up in a limo, gets out. He's in French Lick, Indiana. Larry is standing there on a basketball court. He's like, what's up? Magic is like, oh my God, I've never seen a cow before. Like, he's just thrilled that he's in the fucking country. He's having a blast. They end up bonding during the making of this commercial, right?
Finally, right.
They start talking about their background. Magic tells him about how his dad was a garbage man. Larry tells him about how his dad, worked a bunch of jobs, ended up killing himself. So he bought this land for his mom, and how he's like, is this where you practice basketball? And Larry's like, yeah, this is where I practice. And he's like, that's fucking cool. And they end up talking. And then eventually Magic's like, where are we going to go eat lunch? And he thinks they're going to go out. He's like, is there a restaurant in this town? Larry's like, my mom made us lunch. And Magic's like,
my mom.
Oh, shit. Okay, I guess I'm going to meet your family today. So Larry takes him back, and his mom is like, oh my God, Magic Johnson, you're my favorite player. Like, infamously, she loved Magic Johnson. And she would tell Larry all the time, why can't you be more smiley like him? And like, she ends up fucking, like, she's like, he is the best. You need to be his friend. Be nice to him. So she kind of forces this friendship between them. And then they end up going to be rivals in the finals multiple times. And it goes back and forth, Larry Magic. And eventually, after they've both each won finals against each other, and the rivalry goes on for years and years, Magic finds out that he got HIV, right? So all these fucking players in the NBA are like, I don't want to fucking play with this. Specifically, Karl Malone, who, by the way, impregnated a 13-year-old girl when he was 20. So fuck him. And the baby ended up growing up to be in the NFL, which is nuts. But so then he finds out, he's like, I have HIV. And every single person in the NBA is like, I don't want to fucking play with you because if we bleed, then I'm going to get AIDS. And they're just being super mean to him. And the first person to call him, and the first person to call him was Larry Bird. And Larry Bird was like, I love you. I'm here for you. My heart is broken. If you need anything, you got me. And that's the story
There's
of Larry
such
Bird.
stigma behind it.
I know.
It's so sweet.
And Larry,
I know a lot about HIV, unfortunately, but
and
it's so sweet. Like,
it's so misunderstood, and the way that they
it is
treated
very
people
misunderstood.
the way they treat people
Back
now is
then,
awful.
even.
But back then, it was like, get away from me, don't touch me. And they thought that AIDS and HIV were the same thing exactly, and they didn't understand the treatment for it. And Magic thought he was never going to play again, and Larry was the first one who was like, this breaks my heart because I love playing you. Like, you're the best basketball player I've ever seen. And that's like what Larry said to him. And to this day, they love doing interviews together and they're buddy. But at first,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
They're getting older too. They got to be in their, like, what, 70s by now?
Yeah. It's crazy, though. They don't look that old. Like, but they are.
They don't.
I mean, they were in college in the late 70s. So.
Well, and that just goes to show you
Yeah.
how long Magic Johnson survived. Like, if you take your meds and stuff, you can live a long, healthy life with HIV.
Yeah, and he
Or,
went
you
on to
know,
play some basketball
if you're
too, I
diagnosed
think.
AIDS.
I think he played in like an all-star game or something. So yeah, you can absolutely, it's kind of like how when people would get diabetes back in the day, they were like, that's it, I'm going to die from it. And now you can actually reverse your diabetes, which is crazy.
Yeah, I did.
So yeah.
I got rid of my diabetes. I got them from drinking too much. Like, it was all I would consume was alcohol, for a really long time. And I got diabetes from it. But I successfully went through like a exercise, diet, nutrition kind of thing. And I got rid of them.
Dude, good for you. My mom has a friend who lost
Thank
like
you.
200 pounds and was able to reverse hers. And it was just crazy seeing like the difference. And now she's like super healthy, doesn't have any issues. So everything's fixable. Look at Tip says Magic is 66. Yeah, he doesn't look 66. Actually,
it just depends on how, like, we're eating and stuff. And, like, I'm not one to talk yet. Like, I've got a few years before I can say, like, I eat pretty healthy, clean.
Yeah.
But, like, compared to what I used to, but just, it's really, really difficult to get away from just all the gross stuff that is at the store. Like, I just want to eat stuff that I grow from my garden, make sure that the seeds are from, a natural grocer, and just eat that stuff. Cause I don't really eat meat either, so.
I had
it's all connected.
I had a Morningstar black bean patty addiction for a long time. That shit was super
You know
good.
what?
Morningstar black bean patties, like Hamburger
yeah.
patties, they're so fucking good. They're what we used to use at Chili's. I used to work at Chili's for a year in college, and I found out that our black bean burgers were just the Morningstar ones. Melissa says you eat too much pineapple. Uh-oh.
I'm a very picky eater. I eat a pineapple a day, like fresh pineapple.
Larry
with some
Bird is
Swiss cheese.
6'9". Yeah, I am addicted to pineapple. It's the only food that eats you. GLPs are miraculous, to be
Exactly.
honest. Yeah.
You can actually die from eating too much pineapple because the enzymes or whatever, like they cut your tongue and then like they cut your throat, they cut your insides. So like if you're stuck on a desert island and all there was pineapple and that's like you were gluttonous, you could potentially kill yourself.
They're nature's insulation. It's like fiberglass. Hell yeah, there is a fly
Exactly.
that is menacing me. This fly is menacing me. Tiff and I have dropped about 60 pounds in 9 months on them shits. Well, give me some. I would like some, please. God damn it, I want Manjaro. I'm trying to figure out these
Well, do you
hives
want to
right
let
now.
somebody else try to call in?
Sure.
Call in, you little turd.
Call in if you want to call in. All right. Well, I love you, Ernie. Thank you for calling in.
I love you too. Thank you for having me.
You're
it
the
was
best.
a beautiful story. And
I hope
you're
you
the
like
best.
Larry Bird.
I learned something new every day. I do. He was my first Twitter name. I didn't know Larry Legend was. I didn't know Larry Legend existed.
Well, you should take it
So
back
I
and
called
be
myself
Larry
Larry
Bird.
Bird.
Just make it Larry Bird
Oh,
from now on.
I'm the moon over, and then I got accused of being somebody else the other day.
Well, you
I
know
like
what?
the Twitter.
You should just say, "Yeah, I am that person," and then pretend to be them. Fuck it.
I try
Right?
to be a smartass to people, but they just get confused and like upset. I'm like, whatever, yo.
Confuse and upset them.
Okay.
That's your goal in life, is to confuse and upset people. Yes, I'm a new
The more
basketball
awkward,
fan.
better.
And I've been obsessed with basketball
I need to
history
find
lately.
something.
We need to get you into Manu Ginobili next, which we'll talk about next time, Ernie.
Okay. I need to find my own dark casino.
Okay, I'll send you a code for Kalshi. It's an app that will ruin your life.
Perfect. It sounds good. All right. I love you. Bye.
All right, I love you. Bye. Everyone, that was Ernest the Birdist. Okay, Larry Bird was a great account. It is no more because Ernie was all the Barons. That's true. Hello, Peach, and nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm a new basketball fan, and I'm obsessed with the Spurs. Who won tonight? Boop, 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 boop. And everybody went honking, and it was a good time. It was a grand old time. Thank you guys for here. I do have to go soon, okay? I believe it or not, have some things I have to do before bed. I have some errands to run, and I have to go see if I need to pick up Dad's boyfriend because it is raining. Okay? Go do this. Go to the TV THETV.app. I think that's it, right? It's the TV app THETVAPP.T0. You can go there and you can watch basketball. Or you can go to Dulo, DULO.TV. Okay? And I didn't create those sites. Someone else did. But they're fun. Okay? They're fun. Who is your NBA team? Is it the Saints? I apologize. I'll ask the Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco to pray for you. Uncle Bill tried Ozempic and made him shit the bed. But did he lose weight? That's the question. Did he shit the bed and lose weight? Dark Casino, here I come. Good. Discotheque says Ernie and is vibrating. Okay? No allowances. Your allowances have been taken away and donated to the Salesian Sisters of St. John Bosco. All right. We're going to end on this tonight. And tomorrow we're going to talk about crimes. Crimey crimes. Okay? And I do want to talk to you guys about the Pelican. No, I don't want to talk to you about the Pelicans. But what? They're called the Pelicans? Owned by the same family as the Saints? Well, what the fuck are the Pelicans? I didn't even know they existed. Oh, that's not a threatening bird at all. What are they going to do? Put you in their mouth? Oh no, you can pretend you have the Spurs. You can pretend the Spurs are your team too. They could be your team. You don't have to live in Texas to like the Spurs. You'll set an alarm? Oh, you don't have to do that. You fix his diet? Okay, good. Don't shit the bed anymore. Y'all don't suck, they suck. You're not them, JG. Unless they're winning, then you're them. One stomach flu away, you're one tapeworm away. You'll get there. It's your stay bird. Oh, God. What a horrible stay bird. I'm so sorry. That bird's got a big mouth. I don't know why that's so funny to me. But I feel like that it wouldn't be alive if we didn't end with something like this.
Get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't been on the roof. Never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't lay on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy grill on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy ain't grilling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Big boy ain't climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. How you do it like that? Damn, you got tools on your back. Climbing on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Shit, big boy get loose. Shit, big boy get loose. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. I ain't never shit, and you falling on the roof. I ain't never see a big boy hop on the roof. How you do it like that? Bro, shit, you just like a back. Shit, pick up your back. I ain't never see a big boy get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get on the roof. Get your ass out the roof. Get your ass back out the roof. I ain't never see a big boy leap on the roof. Get the big ass off.